Jamie on the mic, got the stats so tight. Jonathan's fire bringing heat tonight. Justin with the plays, got the game on lock. Jacob's got the style, we're ready to rock.
Brothers united, talking all the sports, laughing, debating. We bring the reports from the field to the court. We calling the spree, four voices, brothers, and it takes pure comedy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 4J Show, where we're four brothers, four voices, just endless takes and pure comedy. I am Jamie, and I'll let the other brothers introduce themselves.
What's up, guys? Thank y'all coming back for another week with us, man. Sorry I missed y'all last week, but it's gonna be a good week this week, man. Appreciate y'all coming back in with us.
What up? Your fact checker, your favorite. You ain't got to say anything else about it. We all know, but it's your boy Justin. So.
What's up, Jacob? Coming back at you with some more biased takes. Let's start it off good. The Raptors are going to the finals.
Don't know about
Man,
that
be
one.
for real.
Like, let's be
Be for
real.
real.
Okay, let's talk about your two teams.
I
I'm
know
just
my
saying.
Pacers ain't doing
my
nothing.
bad. My bad. The Lakers are good. The Lakers are decent.
I was about to say.
Your
I was about to
Pacers.
say.
Your
Hey.
Pacers, though.
Hey, Halliburton ain't
Down
on the
over there,
team
little
yet. I mean, our star's out.
Pipe down.
I can't do nothing about that.
He ain't coming back this year, brother. He
Nah,
isn't
he ain't
coming
come
back this year.
y'all think Jason Tatum's coming back? You know, he's dunking now.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
It looked like he was.
He's not coming back.
You don't think so?
If I'm Boston, there's no.
I don't even think their record's all that great, is it?
That's what hold on, let me see their record. That's what I'm saying. Like Boston.
Wait, how we always get our off rails, guys?
Anyway,
just started.
whoa.
It's
the
terrible.
Boston Celtics are actually decent. Wait,
Oh, they're decent.
last year?
Anyway, speaking of not speaking of basketball, but going into our top news this week, one of the things you got to discuss is Trinidad Chambliss got granted his 6th year of eligibility. It's something we've talked about a couple of different times. Some of these guys, now with money being in college football, they're fighting to stay into college football. And I kind of want to know your guys' thoughts on kind of one, just first him getting this grant and kind of what y'all thoughts are there.
So, like I think I mentioned before, is the NFL not the end goal anymore?
No, obviously at this point.
Or is it just to avoid trash teams?
Yeah.
These trash organizations. So
But
I think it can go both ways.
You're always going to go to a trash team though, if you're one of the top.
If you're one of the top, yes. But I do think, I mean, honestly, I can't be mad at these guys, man, because college was like one of the best times of my life. You know, it helped me get to where I'm at today. And meanwhile, yes, but I also wasn't making $3-4 million a year either in college.
I mean, I get that.
So it's like what? Like it's not guaranteed that my rookie contract I'm gonna be getting $3-4 million a year. So why would I not try to extend that if I have the ability to and they allow me to? Then I might fight for it too. But I do think that with Chandler's situation, this is his first year starting at Ole Miss, right?
Yeah, this is first year.
Yeah, he was a Division II. He was the Division II Heisman the year prior, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Jamie, but in his eyes, I don't have enough film to go high in his drafts. Even though we went deep in the playoffs, I don't have enough film as a quarterback to go high in the draft. So
I think he was the second D2. He was going to be the second quarterback off the board.
It doesn't matter. Still, I still think that he probably feels as if he has the film to go high in the draft because he still even like Ty Simpson has 1 year starting, but he quarterback at Alabama, bro, and he has shown where
you've seen guys though, but you've seen guys from lower division go high. Jordan Love, Carson Wentz, they were all lower division guys that went bad.
He played for the 49ers.
They was at North Dakota State.
Dang,
they went to North Dakota. North Dakota State They won 9 FCS championships in a row, probably 10, 12 at this point.
I get what you're saying, but saying that guys from a low division can't go high.
No, that's not what I said.
No, he's saying he wants to get it more on film.
He doesn't have enough film. But he has film.
Yeah, but I can see
he has film. He was a D2 Heisman.
I can see what you're saying, but if
No,
you're a
spotlight.
scout, like if I'm a
Spotlight award, whatever it is.
hold up. Pause. Do y'all not remember? Everybody was saying he was a second quarterback off the board. He was going to the
I mean, yeah, he
Jets.
played himself into that.
That was
I mean,
why he wanted to go back. They said he was going to the Jets, and he didn't want to play for the Jets.
He
So
wasn't
that's
going
why
to
he
no
wanted to go
Jets.
back.
He was
You're
going.
talking about the number 2 pick overall, where they go to where they stay in college.
Yeah.
I'll go stay at college.
No,
I mean,
I'll
think
take
about it. They're
that
not.
bag.
He's not. If we look at what's
Number
his name
2
at
pick,
Miami,
who's getting a
Carson Beck,
bag?
they're not normal college students. They just go and play football. They don't go to class.
Okay,
He's
so
going to
okay,
do what he's doing in the league.
Wait.
But anyway,
This is my thing though.
what's up?
Is this is where I was trying to bounce off of Jonathan's point of I get what you're saying, and I get for that player why it makes sense. I do get it. Like I don't want to act like I'm just ignorant to the fact, but it's one player worth the thousands of other kids in high school who aren't going to get these opportunities anymore. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's where I'm saying it's killing the high school experience, because that was the goal for high school is I'm gonna play good enough to go to college, but then so many of these colleges can't even offer scholarships to high school players. Like who was it?
they can, but they don't.
Is someone who will still offer a high school, but there's some coaches who are like he won't. Oh yeah, you're right. He said you have to stand out. You're right. I forgot. He did say you have to stand out. He said I might waste 5 scholarships, and it's like, well, dang, like.
And it's crazy. He said waste. Like that's crazy.
Yes, and so it's like, dang. Go ahead.
Everybody's doing that. Like Clerks and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's doing that because they don't want to put the time into to train these guys. But
yes,
but what I do like about that though is I think this will revamp the FCS.
Okay.
When you have those guys coming out of high school, I think it's going to revamp some of these FCS programs
or the lower D1 too. You'll see it across the board. It's going to create more parity in college football because you're going to see talent spread out a lot more.
Exactly.
Just like this year, we saw teams that Indiana was amazing, but we see teams like Indiana who normally would have a struggle to get to the upper echelon. Indiana in Texas Tech. They're in the upper echelon because the talent pool is spread out so far. But I do one thing I wanted to bring up, and I love that the NCAA came out and said after it. And they said, and I'll read their direct quote. They were like, "This decision in the state court illustrates the impossible situation created by a court decision that serves to undermine rules agreed upon by the same NCAA members who later challenged them in court." And that's what's crazy right now. And I think that's where the issue is. These university presidents, these athletic directors are agreeing on rules for eligibility. And then what do they do as soon as they want to keep a stud? They go to court, they get it overturned, and then now we're sitting here having this conversation of why our guys getting. Buddy last week got 9 years of eligibility. He had a bunch of injuries, but I do get he had a bunch of injuries. At some point, my man, you got 3 ACL tears. I'm sorry,
you're not doing anything in the league.
Because I mean, you got to think about look at Marcus Lattimore. He was a top projected running back. He had 2 ACL tear back to back, and what happened?
Nothing.
But I say this though. I say this, but I promise you, I do love the progression they allow players that have these life altering changes or injuries to allow more time in the college. Because think about it, man. If you focus, you have 4 years to improve your draft stock. You hurt 2, maybe 3 out of 4 years. Then what are you gonna do?
But at the same time,
I'm cool with giving a little bit of time, but 9. That's double.
You're right. You're right.
I think you could be allowed 3 medical red shirts.
That's 3 degrees.
Jacob, you're saying 7 years.
I'm saying
at Matt.
I would say, look, I agree with that because the average time someone graduates college, I can't remember the exact stat now, but I know it used to be
it's 5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years. So I do agree with the 5 to maybe 6 or 7, especially if someone has these complex injuries. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, since we get off track a little bit, I would not want to be going to Las Vegas Raiders, the Jets, or the Cardinals as champions.
But this is my thing.
I can't blame them.
But this is where I'm going to kill that argument. What do you think is going to happen next year? You're not going to a good team next year, because if you're going to a good team next year, they don't need you. They don't
If
need
you're proving
a
your
quarterback.
stock, you're right.
You're going to be ass regardless whichever route you go. You're going to a team, like Cam Ward said, they're going to be ass. I mean, it is what it is. That's who you're going to. So it's like, I don't
because you don't want to tank.
I would rather go to a Raiders team, which I get Mendoza, or a Jets team that has an actual now established head coach. Because Robert Saleh was not bad. He was never a bad coach. So I get what you're saying, but I just don't understand. Like, when I hear that, if you were projected third, fourth round, okay, I can understand it a little bit. But if you're projected for top 10 and you're not going,
second quarterback off the board.
John, what happens next year if he gets injured? Then it was all for nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's the risk and reward. If I'm a guaranteed top 10, I'm making 10 times what I'm about to make in college. And it's
your signing bonus is going to be anywhere between 40 to 20 million, I think, right?
Yes. It's like
do you see the $40 million signing bonus?
Huh?
Do you see the big signing bonus?
Yes.
Do you see the big signing bonus if you're first? Okay.
Yes. If you're the first, if you're the first 32,
top 10 is the guess.
Top 10 is the higher echelon contracts, which is where he was going.
But top 32 is guaranteed.
Top 32, you get guaranteed 4 years. It's guaranteed. It's no question. It don't matter if outside if they cut you for purpose. You're guaranteed that money. So that's where I'm saying, it's like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, yes, you're going to go to a sorry team. Make them better.
And my thing, you're right. You say that, but at the same time, bro, the Jets at this point, they've had multiple quarterbacks. They don't build around. I don't know the fact that they're just cheap.
Oh, their owner sucks.
It's an organizational issue. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars, the owner, he's a billionaire. This man's an oil tycoon. He doesn't care about
owners are billionaires.
Okay, a lot of the
Green Bay Packers, because they're owned by the people.
They don't care. They don't care about winning, because football is just a thing to them to do, to invite friends and have fun, party, whatever. So they can care less if they win or lose. So with programs like that, you can't get around going to the ads program, because the owners don't give a damn. No. So I mean, let me go ahead. So you're right. Just you're right. Let me go ahead and get my guaranteed 20 to $40 million guaranteed at the Jets for 4 to 5 years. I might not even play. I might do. I might be asked, but the only thing it will do is, though, it will tarnish your image, especially if you are a minority quarterback.
Okay,
it will tarnish your image, because you will be seen as a quarterback that can't get done, because you don't get the same opportunities to flourish and or develop as other quarterbacks. So that was just going to make you look bad. So you have to look past money sometimes and realize, okay, if I go to the Jets, like Justin Fields, I really and truly think Justin Fields got put right into the right system, he can flourish. Because look what he did at Ohio State.
But look what he did at the Steelers before we took him out. He was not a bad. He went 4-1. He was not a bad quarterback at all.
But thing is, Jacob, his image as a quarterback is tarnished now, because he went to those programs other than the Steelers, and it looked as if like he can't get it done. He's a quarterback that he can get out the pocket, but he can't get it done.
I think he should switch.
Yeah, but he can fix his image. Look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had that image of the Jets.
But Jamie, think about what I said, Jamie. They are allotted more because Sam Darnold was supposed to be gone a long time ago.
Yes.
Only person I can say that he was not passed away, he was just on a shitty team, was Matthew Stafford.
Mitch Trubisky should have been gone long ago.
Man, come on, bro. So
he's a backup, though.
He's Jamie. He's
No, they
still
try to have him
trash.
as a starter, dog. Trust me, I
They
know.
literally, he
We
was
try to
on
have
the
him as a
Steelers.
starter.
For the Steelers. So
Anyway,
Jamie, I
we
think
can talk about this stuff all day.
my
We can
bad,
talk about
my
this stuff.
bad. You're
We can
right.
talk
You're
about
right.
this stuff. One thing I do want to dig into before we get officially off Trinidad Privilege is testimony by Joe Judge in there. And I want to read this quote. And three of us on this podcast are fathers. And I want to read this quote and hear what you say. So he's talking about how guys. So, and the reason he brought this up was one of the reasons Trinidad was wanting to get this 6 year was he was having tonsil issues, which made him have sleep apnea. So he wasn't well rested, right? So that's what he said was well rested. So in the context of it, Joe Judge brought up having kids, and what Joe Judge says is first sentence is we have to educate. I'll brief this. He basically said we have to educate, and this was his time in the NFL. We had to educate significant others of if they have a kid during season. And he said, and I quote, "It's a day-to-day product business. He has to be ready to perform and go out there and play. And when I say that is, you need to let him sleep. He needs to be in the other room, detached. You have to explain to the mother, hey, listen, he ain't waking up for no midnight feedings." And he said that was taken out of context. But to me, like I do get into the league, I do get it performance based. I know sleep studies and all that kind of stuff. But basically, the way he put it out was, "Hey, look, you got a baby in the middle of the season. Tell that mother you gone. Bump them kids, bro." And I just want to know how y'all feel about that.
I tell you what. I tell you what. If if those players listen to his advice and they have and their kid's mother, the mother of my child ain't going for none of that.
None of that.
Like, and look, honestly, as a man, I wouldn't even want to put the mother of my child in that situation to where
No.
it feels like taking care of a child is her full responsibility because this is our child together, so it's both our responsibility. And I don't know what type of baby mamas y'all like. I know mine. If I did something like that, I wouldn't. Even, first of all, I wouldn't even think about doing nothing like that. But I know if I did attempt to do something like that, oh man, y'all probably wouldn't even be talking to me right now.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
honestly, like, that's my child, and I don't care. My child depends on me, so that they come first. I get it though. Football is going to potentially get us where we need to be in life financially. But as a man, as a father, as a leader of the household, I cannot allow another man that has that ideology to persuade me to put my child and family on the back burner for football. I can't
I'm
do it because if football does something like, let's say football paralyzes me, who do y'all think is gonna be taking care of me? Football or my family?
But I think that's my thing, and I don't know if it's just because I'm thinking about this because I am a girl dad, just like everybody else here. Um, what kind of
We
advice
can't
is
we
that?
can't
Like,
produce boys save our life.
never, not a day in my life could I. I ain't gotta worry about no more, but that's another story.
But anyways,
Anyway,
anyways,
but yeah,
anyways.
I don't even understand that type of advice because then you're almost in the sense of like, hey, I'm just not gonna be, hey, child, not gonna be in your life until I'm done with football. And then
What?
when I'm done with football, I'll be in your life all day.
Hey, it's the season. Don't come at me. It's the
Yeah.
season. Go. That's what it felt
During the
like. And he
season,
said his.
my name is
He said he
Justin.
felt like it was. Yeah. He said he felt like it was taken out of context. But it's just like,
Let's ask the single
no, you
man.
said what you said, and he said what you said, and basically you said get your sleep, and I get it, get your sleep, but like you also got to be a dad, man. Like family comes first because football will end, but also you got to perform. So like there's a balance, and it's hard to say, but to basically say, hey, be in the other room, don't help. Like that just felt wrong,
From the
man.
Look,
Literally, it was
if
the fact that it said be in another room detached. Like putting the word detached in there just means it just felt like it didn't sit right with me as a parent.
Jacob,
It didn't sit right with me as a parent.
if I can wake up every 2 hours to help with my child and go to work for 12 hours to save and take care of other people, they can go play football for 4 fucking hours. There's no excuse to detach yourself from being a parent. And if any of those guys listen to the advice and actually follows through with it, because I'm pretty sure there might be some of them that put football before their family. You're not a real man in my eyes, but who am I to say who is a real man or not? But still, that's just why would you even say that? I don't even get why would you even
At
think
that point, why
of
would you
bull
even
crap
have a
like that?
kid?
Right. But
It's not. I mean,
that goes
circumstances happen though, Jacob.
but
But
that goes to the overreaction that I felt happened to. I don't know if any of y'all kept up with the Vikings GM and how they put out that dirty story out of him, how he took 2 weeks off of maternity leave to go be with his child. And people are like, I saw a bunch of ex NFL players being like, you got to understand it's a business. Like, you can't do that. And then they're spreading it around the league about all the other executives. Like, 2 weeks. Like, who is this? Like, who do you think you're? It's like, but he's showing y'all he's putting his family first. Like, it's family before business. And I get like some folks
but
are trying to tell you like you can't think like that. That's why you don't be. That's why you broke and stuff like. It's like no, you. At the end of the day, if that job was to cut you, which they did to him, they don't care nothing else about you. But that family gonna care about you. So yeah, I just this
but
Rather be
and
broke, happy
masculinity
with my family
toxic
than
stuff
rich
of
and not happy with my
it's
family.
all
that's how.
about the other my partner needs to handle everything and I'm just there for the breadwinner. I don't buy none of that crap. I don't buy it at all.
But
I'm lucky to be a father.
that's the old mindset though,
Mm-hmm.
where the man's a provider. You go to work, and the woman take care of the kid, and you just you got to work all day every day to take care of the family. But I do think I do really do appreciate the shift that there is when it comes to fatherhood nowadays. Guys are being more involved. If they, despite if they got a abusive baby mama or not, they gonna whoop their ass. Hey man, you need to do your part. But I'm just saying though, like man, fatherhood is a blessing, and look, honestly, like I can't really say too much because I am at this point like I'm traveling, so I don't have the same like schedule with my daughter that I was back at home. But at the same time, what I'm doing now, like once I get done, I can take 3 months, 4 months off of work,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not really worried about bills and stuff because I'm doing this so I can spend more time with my child more times out the year. And I know, like I said, you can't put work before your family, but like I said,
But
sometimes you do
situations
have
are
to make a
different.
sacrifice.
I about to say situations are different.
Situations are different, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Situations are different. So, like, I can't really speak too much about if those guys want to do that because I'm doing it kinda, but I'm still taking care of I still take care of my situation back at home,
Yeah.
but I still don't have to work. If I want to take 6 months off, I can take 6 months off because of what I'm doing now and spend all those days with my daughter and not have to stress about other things. So I get some of those guys that want to do that though, but at the same time, I'm not neglecting my family whatsoever for football.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Or a job. Sorry, I'm sorry. Can't do it.
No, for sure. But anyway, all right, moving on off this topic. I feel like we've spent enough time on it. I do got a question. And it's something I threw in the text message. Have y'all been watching the Olympics at all
Mm-hmm.
over the past few weeks?
Bro, I was in my patient room today and fucking curling was on the TV. I was like, what the hell are they
Boy,
doing?
curling,
It's intense.
curling.
It's
Hey,
intense.
one. Shout out to Team USA women on the curling side. We beat Canada for the first time ever in the Olympics, and ladies are on fire. They are 3-1 last I checked. I don't know if they played today. They were 3-1 last night when I watched them. They beat. Why does this junk keep happening to
Congratulations.
me? Yeah, but they were 3-1, 3-1. They beat Japan last night, and I mean they just had a flawless game. I think old girl was like shooting at like an 80% contact rate. It was crazy. But speaking of curling, I've been watching the drama with Canada men.
Mm-hmm.
No, what happened?
They got a rule in curling when you let go of the little thing, you can't touch the granite. You can touch the handle again, but you can't touch the granite rock. Right?
Okay.
If watch the videos, he been hitting it and poking it with his finger. He
Oh,
been
yeah,
poking it with
yeah.
his
So he
finger over and over again
cheating.
to the point where Sweden called him out.
I think it was
And
Sweden.
y'all know how they say Canada to the nice people. That joker looked at the Sweden dude and said, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, oh, I was like, no, and he's been doing it every single time. Every
We
single time.
cheating.
It's been crazy.
Our neighbors above, we cheating.
Curling been getting at
I
it,
thought
though.
that's your sport.
Curling.
Y'all supposed to be the winners, people.
They've been getting a lot of attention lately, which is crazy because I was like I said, I asked some patient today. I'm like, what the hell is curling? Like, what is
Hey,
it?
it's fun, boy.
It was on TV all day today. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Scraping and like, what is this? What is that?
Hey, I think I can do it. My toxic trait is I think I can curl.
Hey, mine that I
If
like
I
to watch
Yeah, I could.
100
is
pounds.
I don't know what it's called. I used to show my ignorance to winter sports. But when they go down that hill and they come off and they jump like some flying squirrels on them skis, that's my,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my
They're
thing
cheating
right
in
there.
that too.
That's
Yeah.
my thing right there.
Speaking of that, Jacob, go ahead. Me and Jacob been on this. Jacob, tell me what
Hey.
they've been doing in that.
But they cheating.
Hey, penis gate, bruh. Tell me, okay, listen,
Oh.
this is why it's called this though. Listen.
What?
So in that sport, you have to have specially fitted suits to your body, right?
Mhm.
It's in the rules because even extra 2 centimeters of fabric gets you like a car length of distance. It's like crazy.
Because of
How much-
aerodynamics.
Okay.
The suit's
The
aerodynamic.
aerodynamics,
Gotcha.
right? What they were doing before they got fitted, those people were getting shot up in their dicks, in their penis, to make it bigger. So whenever they got fitted, it had more
They got
room
extra length.
whenever they jumped. Yes.
We
This is the
popping
craziest shit
Viagra
I ever
before
heard
we
in my
get
life.
hit? That what you was telling me, Jacob?
They said they were shooting them up. They said they were shooting them up to make
Viagra
the
and honey
area get
packs.
wider, so they got more lift.
Yup.
I'm dead serious. This is
I'm
a real
so
thing that happened
serious.
this year.
I'm so serious.
Wow.
And then
They
they
were
caught
shooting them up.
they caught the Norwegians after everybody got fitted and whatever in the back room stitching more material onto their suits and stuff. So they were cheating as well. Yes,
that's what
there's
they
a whole
be
bunch of cheating
doing.
going on in the Olympics this year. I don't know what's going. Where are the judges at? That's my question.
We're the regulators.
Shit, they getting paid.
You know what? You know what it is? They heard of this technique and went, well, if you tell me what it is, I'll let it slide. 'Cause I might need a little bit of that.
That's
That
Hey,
crazy.
speaking of penis
See,
gate,
I actually really like
did
that
y'all hear
sport.
that? Speaking of penis gate, did you hear what else came out of the news today?
Good Lord.
What?
The Olympics done ran out of condoms.
I know that's a thing. I done heard plenty of stories.
They 10,000 condoms before they showed up, and they out in the first week.
That
Hey,
is
hey,
insane.
hey, okay,
Yeah.
hey. Think about this though. Think about this. You have 20,000 athletes in a small
Not
space.
20,000.
How many is it? How many athletes is it?
The
I'm about
Winter
to say,
Olympics
this
is
is different
smaller.
from the summers. This is different from summers.
Okay,
Yeah.
10,000. Okay, let's say 5,000 athletes. Think about you have 5,000 athletes in a small circle. These are athletes. That means
2,900. 2,900.
damn. Okay, so
Wait, you said
okay,
10,000 though, Jamie?
but so think about this. You have,
You
you
also
have
have to put it in
29.
perspective. Yeah, but you got to think. A lot of them have families. A lot of them families travel with them. A lot of you got to think.
Okay.
You're talking about only the single people.
But listen to me.
Or-
Listen to me. Listen to me. Damon, you have 2,900 athletes. That means there are athletes that are in the Olympics. That means they're the best in the best at their things. So the athletes, you don't think them motherfuckers be horny and want to produce, and some of them might produce the next best athlete.
True.
Think about it. Think about this.
Hey, remember
Do
that
you
dude?
remember,
He
do you
won.
remember that rumor? That rumor about LeBron and Serena Williams? Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about
But
that. Nah.
you remember there was a
Hey,
dude
wait,
who won. I think he
I
won
just
an
read the
event, and then
article.
he admitted that he cheated
Go
on his
ahead.
girl.
Who?
Y'all heard
I
about
saw
that?
that. Oh no,
Who?
that happened at the Olympics.
What happened at the
He won his
Olympics?
medal, and then while they were asking him about winning his medal, he said, "I need to come clean. I cheated on my girlfriend back home."
Who said that? Who said that?
You talking about the nigga that won
The
third?
athlete.
The one who
Hey,
won bronze?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
but look,
I
be for
think
real.
so.
Hey, be for real though. Be for real though. Can you
Jonathan,
blame him? That's his
Jonathan,
girlfriend. That's his
Yes,
girlfriend.
I can blame you. You
Jonathan,
ain't got to pull it out.
Jonathan,
Where,
Jonathan,
bro?
Jonathan.
Where, bro? Where, bro?
I just read the article. There's 2,871 athletes.
Yeah.
They had 10,000 condoms, and they ran out in 3 days.
Okay, first of all, who giving them condoms?
The Olympic provides free
Yes, they
protection
do that.
because they don't
Okay,
want a
but
bunch
look,
of
okay,
Olympic
look.
babies.
But that's too many.
As a nurse, no. As a nurse,
And diseases.
I do appreciate the fact that they are using protection to limit the spread of STDs. I
Responsible.
appreciate that. Responsible sex as consenting adults. I appreciate that. But Jamie, I mean, look, I'm not saying that. Look, I don't know what the folks' predicament is, but at the same time, do you not think that they are doing what's best for the U.S. as a greater good by producing offsprings with other athletes?
We're not going to talk about the greater good. We're not just about to talk about the greater good.
But obviously, they
Look,
ain't producing
look,
them. They wear condoms.
you right, but they could be like some folks buying them and mess around, have a little few drinks, and leave them on the counter.
Yeah, if
And now
You
you
also
lose.
forget.
if you
You also forget probably like coaches, staff, all
yeah,
them are
true.
also
It could
probably
be
Thank
using them.
you.
yeah, a
Coaches
nutritionist,
and
the
staff.
chef, it
Yeah, the
could
chef.
be a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, and somebody probably went in there, grabbed 50 of them, talking about, hey guys, look at me, knowing you ain't getting none. So he probably just wasted 50.
Exactly. So I'm saying, so think about this. So you telling me I am a 6'6" NBA All-Star player. There is a 6'3", 6'4" WNBA All-Star player. Good looking woman. Athletic.
And never gonna see you again
And you talking about you might see again.
in 4
But you
years.
telling me and you tell no, cause I mean think about it. Some they have the same city. But anyway, you telling me like if Kelsey Plum throwing it back on you, you ain't gonna do nothing with it?
I ain't, because
Listen,
I love my wife.
No,
I ain't doing nothing.
no, you married. We talking about you. Look, if Caitlin Clark looked at me talking about some, hey Jonathan, bruh, I'm taking Rick. Look, I'm taking Rick Owens down, bro. I'm crazy. What are we talking about for? He look
Fool,
like Rick
man.
anyway,
Owens
Fool, man.
down, bro.
anyway, moving on.
You're a fool.
And then one thing I just want to throw prayers up for sure to the man in Australia, the snowboarder broke his neck the
Yeah,
other night. They had to
yeah,
airlift him,
yeah.
broke his neck. That it one, it's got to be soul crushing, and um, it's got to be soul crushing. One, just to have a fall at the Olympics, like you're there, you're doing your dream, but like to break your neck. I mean,
That's probably it.
prayers goes
Almost.
up to him. I hope he has yeah, he was 35 too.
Yeah.
So I hope he recovers, and I hope he kind of comes back because now it's talking about life versus Olympic sport. So I hope he does well.
But just
Yeah,
something
I
like
hope
that.
that's
Another thing, did we talk about this last week? The Ukrainian dude
Which
who
one?
got banned.
Oh,
He got banned for his helmet.
was it I thought it was a woman. I thought it was a Ukrainian
No, it
woman.
was a
What did he
dude.
get
Was it
for?
dude? I know the
So
Ukrainian
he
woman did the
got
same
The
banned.
thing.
woman did break her leg.
He had
She
fallen.
fell.
He had fallen people that died in the Ukrainian war on his
Mhm.
helmet, like all around his helmet.
Oh
Mhm.
yes,
And
I remember that.
they
I remember
kicked up.
that.
They said they banned him, and they said you can't race anymore because you want to have that on your helmet
Yeah,
an
because
hour before his
because
event.
I think what the issue is, though, Jacob. He has a good heart for doing that. But I do think that the Olympics, you got to think about this. All these nations and countries are coming together as one. So
Russia's not
politics,
there.
I'm just saying,
They
politics
didn't
has to
allow
be,
Russia to be there because of this war.
but politics has to be out of the equation because think about how many nations are coming up under one roof. So I do think that they have an agreement where anything political has to be out of it because people would take, what y'all notice or not, people would take the Olympics more serious than what we might take it serious, bro, because you have a lot of countries that are at war under one roof.
Yeah,
So anything political, I think, bro, it might be like a NATO treaty or something to where it allows them to be up under one roof together. So anything political, they will not
No,
allow.
it is so the reason he was banned is because the IOC has a rule against political messaging. And since his helmet featured 21 Ukrainian athletes killed in the Russian invasion, he was
Yeah,
banned for having the helmet. It's a breach of Rule
and
50.2
don't get me wrong. Don't get
and
me wrong.
forbids political, religious, or racial propaganda on the field of play. So if he would have had like a flag afterwards, it wouldn't have been an issue. It was him wearing it while doing his event.
Yeah. So look, don't get me wrong. I really do wholeheartedly. I do respect his decision of doing that, but you have to look at the greater good about your decisions during that time because it's very sensitive, and your responsibility doing that it could exacerbate the issues.
Yeah, but he said his argument and the reason he brought the helmet, he said he was not doing anything political. He was honoring the dead athletes
His
because
friends. He was honoring his friends.
the victims were the 21. They were all Olympic athletes that he trained with.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm honoring the dead. I'm not doing anything political, but there's this political. So that's a touchy subject, and it's hard to get into. But it's like it's one of those ones where you hate to see them banned for that, but it's also in the rule book. So I don't know. It's just kind of hard to go. But anyway, moving on from the Olympics, because I love the Olympics. Summer Olympics are my favorite, but I love the Olympics in general.
Oh yeah, some of them.
Let's talk about NBA All Star Weekend.
Joke.
Michelle
And
and
I just want to. They were there. I
They
just
were
want to
there.
know kind of y'all's thoughts on All Star Weekend.
Boring.
Water down. Water down. Soft. Pretty boy.
I don't like the new formats.
No creativity.
Yeah,
No creativity whatsoever.
I don't like the new formats of this whole U.S. versus world thing. I think that's weird. Just because it's like I feel like, in a sense, that creates a weird division too, especially with everything going on right now. Like that's just a weird thing to do.
It's already a weird division. When you talk about, you talk about U.S. versus the world. Have y'all noticed how competitive like the World Cups and the Olympics and stuff have started to get when it comes to basketball? They've been going at each other's throats. So like doing that in the All Stars, go crazy, knowing how hard they've been going at each other.
And then
I think it's great. I think it's great.
I think what the NBA is going to have to do is, because you're not getting these athletes to actually do the events anymore, and you're making the events so stupid. Like the skills thing went from like an actual skills to like stuff that never happens in basketball. So why are we even watching this?
I'm just doing this shit. I'm just doing it. Yeah.
I'd rather watch you. You got to put money on the line because then you'll get some of these younger players to jump in and want to play. And you can't dangle $10,000 to these players. I know that sounds like I would go play for 10, but to them players, they're millionaires. So you're going to have to put a lot on the line, like in the NBA Cup. You're going to have to put that type of money on the line for make this competitive, because that's what hockey did. And look what hockey did. Like that last All-Star game, I actually watched the skills challenge. I watched Connor McDavid. Like I watched it because there was an incentive for them to play. And when they played the NBA Cup, they took that thing seriously because there's some bench players who wasn't making $500,000. You know what I'm saying? So he's like,
I'm gonna go get that bread.
Yes. So
I got a question.
So
how about instead for like the higher paid players, you introduce a fine, because clearly they want to be all-star. If you're a high skilled player, you want to be an all-star, you want to do this. If you just go in there and you just lollygag, we're gonna fine you like a lot of money.
No, I like what you said, and I think what they need to go to do the home court advantage deal.
Yes.
Hey, East versus West, like old school All-Stars. East versus West, whoever wins gets home court advantage in the NBA playoffs.
Yes. I can agree to that part.
Yeah.
Because you would definitely get those top echelon players who felt like they're going to make it to the finals of like, oh no, I gotta win this for mine. Like, what?
No. But look, y'all, the only problem I have with that is, think about this. So you got, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree on this, the top athletes in basketball. I know they're a little older, but still, LeBron, Steph Curry, KD, James Harden, And let's say we can do Giannis, even though Giannis is young. Think about this: those 5 players together, the income of contracts they have was over $1 billion.
Yeah.
You cannot convince me, like LeBron. You cannot convince me with money at this point is no issue. So you cannot convince me to do any of this bull crap
Yeah.
with money. Money is not my motivator. You can't convince me to do any of this. So
I took money out of it. I said home court advantage if you make it to the finals.
Jamie,
Home court advantage if you win if your team makes it to the finals. If the East wins, the East team gets home court advantage. If the West wins, the West team gets home court advantage. There's no money about it. If you think your team's going to make the finals, you're going to play hard to get that home court advantage.
But Jamie, you think about it, they only matters in the finals.
But what he's saying is,
I'll put it like this. Then, if you don't want to participate, we're not going to let you in the next year. We're just going to ban you for a year. So if you come out there, you don't play, you're not getting to be an all-star next year. I'm sorry, you're not going to be an all-star next year.
LeBron got 22 all-stars. I don't give a fuck.
Jonathan,
Then he doesn't need to be there. He's not going to play.
You're talking about.
I'm a Brown fan.
You're talking about the older players. Them younger players, you need them all-stars for the Hall of Fame. You need that. You need those accolades.
Okay, think about this. They are making more money than LeBron than we're coming up. Think about it.
But again, what he is saying is,
but you need all-stars for your max contract.
You have to have that.
You need all-stars for max contract.
You need the all-stars for max contracts. You need the all-stars for incentives. You need the all-stars for that stuff. So I agree to the extent of what Jacob just said is, hey, if you come out here and you want to play like that, cool. You're not a good product for me during the all-stars, and that's how it is. Because we can sit there and try to act like it's the best of the best, which it is, but at the end of the day,
it is. But
it's a product. No, you're selling a product. Yeah. So, hey, if you're not going to sell my product, fine. Don't sell my product. You just won't be in it next year. And then when you don't get that max contract, if that's your contract year, and you don't get the max contract because you didn't want to play in the All-Star game, that's on you. You made that choice. You didn't want to exert yourself in the All-Star game. Cool. You just won't be in it next year, and that might hurt your bread. That's up to you. You either can compete for 20 minutes. It ain't like they're asking for them to. And I'm not even saying go out there and act like it's the finals. Just act like it's a regular game, though. Act like it's a pickup game. Because the whole thing of
the early 2010s, they used to take it serious.
Because during the summer, we all see the videos when they're at those celebrity courts. They're balling. They are playing. Like LeBron and them are playing basketball. Like they are sweating. They are like going hard. So it can't be an injury thing.
They do everything but play hard D. They play full speed but no hard D. That's what they need to do.
Yes.
And if they did that in the All-Star game, nobody would be mad. Hey, we're gonna play full. I'm gonna guard you up. I ain't gonna hard foul you. Like I ain't gonna tell them and kind of do nothing like that. But we're gonna play full offense. We're gonna do this. They don't. They jog up and down the court. Oh, I'm not gonna transition.
It's a layup fest.
But another question. And speaking of All-Star weekend, one of the things that I feel like has fallen off completely. The slam dunk contest. The slam dunk contest used to be so exciting to watch.
I can tell you when it fell off.
I'm gonna tell you why
they don't want to do it.
I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you why. 2 reasons: lack of creativity, plus majority of the dunks that you want to do have already been done.
No,
that's not even it.
I can tell you why.
What?
You brought the excitement back when you had Zach Levine. You brought the excitement back. The problem was
that's last time I watched it.
The first time they did it, Zach Levine won. The next year, I think he won again. After that, Aaron Gordon came back, put on an outstanding show, did dunks that nobody had seen before. And the judges did what they did, and he still didn't win it again. And then a lot of them jokers went, yeah, it's not worth it no more because he's out there doing magic, and y'all are giving it to the Joker just because he did another Michael Jordan free throw line dunk. Like you can't once Aaron Gordon's creativity did not get him a win because he was that mascot spinning on the hoverboard and he does it behind the back slamming. He's jumping over the mascot like he's doing unbelievable stuff, and that don't get you the win. Well, then if I'm a player of his caliber and I'm like, dang, that Joker doing out there, he risked. Y'all saw what happened this weekend. I don't know if y'all saw it. Joker went off the side of the backboard and busted his head open. And so you went from, dang, he did all of that and has been doing this for 3 straight years. And he just put on a show and y'all robbed him. And everybody felt like he got robbed that year. And ever since that year, the competition has sucked again. It sucks. Like, it's
Well, the
hard
stars
to
don't
watch.
do
But
it.
Justin,
It's the fact that we're calling G Leaguers up. The dude that won it was in the G League.
Yeah. Like, it's
The
insanity.
winners are G Leaguers.
But it's
past 30
because
winners are
just players don't want to go risk it because you do all that stuff and you're just giving it to
Okay.
the same people, or you're giving it for the most basic dunks. And that I get what you're saying, John. There is no more creativity because when
I
Aaron
ain't saying no.
Gordon,
Yeah, I'm finna get into it though.
when Aaron Gordon did the creativity, you didn't reward him. But his dunks were creative. They were new. You've never seen stuff like that. And he was doing it first try. That was another thing that bothered me with that one. The person who won it wasn't doing it first try. Aaron Gordon was and was killing it.
Okay, Justin, I wholeheartedly agree with whatever you said. That the fact that the judges do play a part in this, and that would discourage somebody. If I did all this and I didn't win, it would discourage me. But what happened to competition? What happened to the heart?
Because
to want to
competition went out the
beat
window.
this man. No. If somebody beats me 3 years in a row, hell, I'm gonna still give it what I got. If I go again. Because think about this.
Because
Remember?
he got cheated that third time.
No. But look at Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman won that shit 7 years in a row. And Jay Cutler lost 7 years in a row. But guess what happened? He still put the work in. He still showed up. And he prevented Ronnie Coleman from breaking the record for winning 8 world titles in a row. And you know what's crazy to me?
You talking about
Preventing one man from breaking the record means more to me than winning the one beforehand or 2 beforehand. Because I prevented him from breaking history.
But didn't you
He
just
would
say a
never
world
in his
title?
life. Yes, but I'm just saying. But think what I'm saying though. Jay Cutler prevented him from breaking the record of having the most titles consistently.
I get what
So
you're saying.
my thing is,
I
it's
think
competition, bro. It's
I get what you're saying.
competition.
I get what you're saying on that part.
Realistically, though, the reason it feels like it's dying, a wholeheartedly reason it feels like it's dying, we have no stars in it. Like, you don't have any. We used to have the big guys come through it. I mean, look, Michael, Kobe, Dwight Howard. Like, you used to have like the stars do the dunk contest, and really and truly, as much as I'm a fan of them, it always killed me that LeBron never did it.
Oh, it
Because
killed
it
me.
was like,
Jamie,
why?
you took it right out of my mouth. It
Always
messed up
killed me
when
that he never
LeBron-
did it.
It kills me that Russ
messed
never
up
did
the
it. The
ball.
way that Russ, how fast, how aggressive if you see his in-game dunks, Russell Westbrook, when he's cocking that thing from back here and slamming it, like I'm the biggest Russ fan. I would have
But-
loved to see him in it.
But y'all have
But
to
it's
think
like,
be
though,
honest,
why are the stars not doing it anymore?
but yeah,
Can I be honest, though?
I do with that, Jacob.
We've seen basically all the dunks.
Thank you, Jacob.
No, we
At this
haven't.
point,
No, we haven't.
no.
Do y'all
yes,
watch
we
the
have.
dunk?
But
Do
a
y'all
dunk
watch
is
that
still a
dunk show?
dunk. Like
Y'all
that's
watch
what I
the
don't
dunk show?
understand. You watch dunks all
Pump the
day.
brakes. Pump the brakes.
But
Pump the
look-
brakes. Do y'all watch that dunk competition
Yeah.
that they got out there now? You telling me that we've seen them dunks in the NBA dunk contest? No.
They're cool.
Those
Dudes
jokers
ain't
that
doing
are
that.
creative. The
Well, look,
professional
I think
dunkers
Matt
are creating.
McClung, Matt, the joker that won it a
Mc-
year or two
McClung,
ago.
McClung, yes.
Matt McClung, speaking of the dunk contest, he dropped a video because he was upset that they didn't invite him back. And I don't know why they didn't decide to invite him back this year. I know he's still in the G League, but it's like you done let all these G Leaguers in before. But did y'all see Matt McClung's 4 dunks he was going to put
Yeah,
out
they're pretty cool.
in the video?
They're pretty cool.
He would have won it
But see,
again.
but you know what's weird though? My favorite event turned into the 3-point competition. That junk is fun to watch. I don't know why. But I like the dunk contest, and don't get me wrong. Like when Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon did it, like they brought me back into it. Like I I enjoyed theirs. But the 3-point contest was insane. But it's crazy this year. Damian Lillard won it on a torn Achilles. Like, that's insanity. But that's always been my favorite. I think when you got to see Dame, Steph, Clay, Murray, and all them just going at it, like that was fun to watch. Like,
because the money dampens your competition.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I made $100 million, I'm comfortable. Like, why am I still doing this petty stuff? Even though
I got one question too, though. I got another question.
Yeah.
I got a question because you talk about Dane coming in and winning and all that kind of good stuff. But like, is it again? And I know you did it for the name, and obviously he won it. He deserved it. You know what I mean? Or I won't say deserved it, but
no,
is it weird that is it weird that he was representative in the 3-point contest and hasn't played a single game this season?
It's weird.
It was
weird. But the only reason I don't mind that Dame did it is Dame is the repeat champion. Like, he's the champion.
And that's correct. So, he is the repeat, but it just
I would, if I'm going to go like to where Jonathan's point.
Why didn't you do that for McCollum for the dunk contest? Because wasn't he the champion last year?
Well, yeah, true. I mean,
you can't do it for one and not for the other.
I mean, you're right, but I get
it's not about the person though. It's not about the person. Don't want to do it because certain things mean things mean something to certain people. So the dunk contest winner might not have the same, respect for it.
You know what I'm saying?
The next person.
Dame's a star.
I was about to say the difference is Dame is a star.
Yeah.
McClung also. But when you're talking about selling tickets, Matt McClung got the dunk contest. Us talking about the dunk contest again because
it was cool. He was really good last year.
Non-event.
His
last 2 years.
And look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I don't think Westbrook and nor LeBron is that creative to compete in a dunk contest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
No, Westbrook came out and said.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Now, I've seen Westbrook dunk. Like I said, like I'm a big Westbrook fan, so like I follow his stuff. So when like in the off season when he does dunks, like they're cool. Like he's doing 360 off the wall. Like he's doing crazy stuff like that. But he came out and said, he's like, I'm a game time dunker. I don't dunk for entertainment. Like that was his reasoning. He's like, I do it in the game because I have to, and I'm explosive because I'm at my full peak in everything that I'm doing because I'm in a game where I don't know if I could turn that on for an all-star break. Because Draymond kind of played it out. I can't remember who he was talking to. It might have been Skip. But he broke down like, he's like, you got to think, it takes me a whole day to get ready to play a game. And during All-Star weekend, I'm at this event, this event, this event, this community event, this promo, this event, this event, this event. All right, it's 20 minutes before the game. Go out there and play. I'm not ready to play. And I'm like,
I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Like, it's like, I get what you're saying, but when you grew up, you could just go pick up a ball. Like, it ain't like you're out of shape. That's my thing. So to tell you can't give me 15 strong minutes. All of y'all can't just give me 15 strong minutes to play the game.
It's excuses, bro.
I used to love to watch the All-Star game. I used to love it because it was intense.
It went downhill.
KD and them came out.
Downhill. Kobe died.
Mm-hmm. Like even KD and all them came out and said, like, I went back and watched all those old games. They weren't as intense as y'all saying it, but it was like, no, we're not. No one's asking y'all to go out there and play like the finals. But go out there and play like it's a pickup, like just a pickup game where it's a little defense and you can tell that y'all actually having to play. But this crap of I'm gonna walk down court, throw up this layup. I'm gonna walk down court, throw it to this person. They're gonna do a cool layup. I'm gonna walk down court. I'm gonna bounce it off the ground. Nobody's gonna defend it. He's gonna come down and slam it. I'm gonna shoot this half court. Like that's just I care less to watch that.
Like, why don't y'all go at each other like 1-on-1s?
And that's what I'm saying. Do 1-on-1s.
ISO, just ISO. Give me ISO. Let me go 1-on-1 on you.
1-on-1s.
No, but you know what? Look, because
I'm Bears.
Y'all don't realize, bro, that stuff can tarnish some people's names and legacies. So you have to be careful going up. Like, look, like I get it. I know competition. I with it. I with it, bro. But I'm telling y'all, think about LeBron and Melo going 1-on-1. Melo lost to LeBron for Rookie of the Year. Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm. That's your get back.
But if Melo, it's the get back for Melo. But I do think that it would tarnish LeBron's image a little bit because he's this king. So I do think that's why they don't do the one on ones. Because imagine if LeBron went out there against Ant.
But
Ant
you wouldn't
obviously
want to
might
see that
fly
though.
past LeBron. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And I
LeBron
get
obviously.
before the comments like or anybody try to say something like I get we're grown men like I care it ain't really for me but you're hearing the kids now say it's like some of these kids that's the perfect time like where a dad would, or a mom would take their kids to a game because you get it's not just one all-star you're seeing everybody in the league those
Yeah,
kids
you're
should
right.
get a show not y'all just walking around like I get it's not that
It's
important to the
boring.
players
Yeah.
I understand that but
Yeah.
in the same sense of how like they're trying to create all these rules for people sitting out for load management because they're like, hey man, y'all got folks paying to come watch. Like y'all can't just sit out. I think in a sense, and I know we're from the backwaters and we can let it go after this because I feel like we've been ranting about the All-Star game for a minute. I get like what you're just saying, Jonathan, about they're making all this money, so why does it matter? But you're making all this money because these people are coming out to watch you. Like so and to put on a show. Like that's all it is. Just put on something good. Nobody wants to watch y'all walk around. Like I get it, y'all are mega stars. I get that. Y'all make bread after bread. Y'all make more bread than I ever probably see. But go put on a show like it's your job still. Like I think that's where
it's a,
it
it's a,
gets lost is where we've let and
it's a lost
I,
art. I
I
was about to
hate
say
to
it's a
say
lost
it,
art.
but we've let these athletes really think like it's just them and that we should be just grateful to watch them. And it's not that. Like you, at the end of the day, this is still a business. You're still putting a product on the floor, and it's not good.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lost art, man, to see athletes put the fans over themselves. Like Kobe, bro, I give it to Kobe. I remember Kobe one time. You see him after the game. That man had ice packs everywhere, and it was like he was hurt. Kobe was like, "Why'd you play?" He's like, "Because I knew that there was a family out there that spent their lives that's to buy tickets to watch them play today at home. So I played for them, and I do think that's a lost art. Like I said, these poor athletes,
And it's
and
Jacob
you
Stevens'
know,
fault with Kawhi
it's
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard ruined
Anyway, let's
everything.
move on. All right, let's move on. And last thing we're going to talk about this week, college basketball. There've been some shakes ups in college basketball, but one thing I want to ask. So Kansas State decided to fire their head men's basketball coach this week, and I want to know: did y'all see his comments last week when they lost? What he said about his team?
What did he say?
I'm just gonna read a portion of them, and this is the exact quote, and I just want to know what y'all would have thought if a coach said this post game. He said, "These dudes do not deserve to wear this uniform. There will be very few of them in it next year. I'm embarrassed for the university. I'm embarrassed for our fans. I'm embarrassed for our student section. It's ridiculous. I have no answer, no words."
What did he say? What was wrong?
yeah, what's wrong?
What was wrong with that? If you out there bull driving, I'm gonna let you know you bull driving.
They lost 78-64 to the number 3 team in the country.
Okay. All right. No. Okay.
Also,
That's a little
he took
extensive.
no responsibility. He took no
Actually, that's a lie.
responsibility.
That's a lie. That's what they lost yesterday. That was the game yesterday.
Oh.
The game they lost this week when he said that, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I think they lost by like 50. Hang on, let me look it up.
Okay,
Let me
then
look it
yeah.
up.
Then what is it? Like you gotta hold them accountable.
But also, you got to take some responsibility. You the head coach.
Yeah,
Now
they
I
lost
will say that.
91-62.
I will say that. You can't I would never say a coach can go out there. If you're going to call the players out, you gotta call yourself out because you did not get them ready to be for that moment. Yes, they might not have done what they did, and they could have went out. Now you could have did everything in your power to get them ready, and they still go out there and bull jive. But when you make that type of response, you gotta go, and it's on me because I'm obviously not doing something right to make them come out here and play, but guarantee I am putting them on notice right now. I'm letting the public know this is not acceptable for this program. They did this, and Z. So if he would have said it and then took some responsibility, I would fully be behind what he said. But if you're saying he didn't take any responsibility, Jacob, is that what you're saying? He didn't take any? Jacob?
No,
No,
He spent
did not take
like
a
3-4
single one.
minutes bashing his team the whole time. It
Well,
was
then
like
my
I just
And then
read a
afterwards
section
said,
of
"I'm
it.
only going to take 2 questions."
He passionate about it.
No, literally, he bashed his team and said, "I'm only going to take 2 questions." And when he was done with them 2 questions, he got up and left.
Yeah, you can't do
But,
Hey,
that.
but he,
bro,
hey,
what are you
he
doing?
went, he went in like Rich Homie Coin. He went in.
But no, but basketball sure is heating up though. We're getting closer and closer to March Madness, which is one of my favorite
March
times of the year.
Madness.
This year, this week we had number
Hey,
16 take down number 1, and we have a new number 1, which I feel a little weird about because I'm kind of rooting for them to a certain extent. Michigan is now the number 1 team in men's basketball. Only reason I'm rooting for them to a certain extent is Jackson Lindenborg is their star player, and he spent 3 years or 2 years at UAB. The Joker was the truth at UAB. And am I cheering for Michigan? No. But Yaxel, I'm cheering for him.
Don't seem
And he's
like it.
another guy. He's another guy. And you want to talk about crazy, and we talked about this in college football. Yaxel was predicted to be a top 20 pick last year and decided to come back to basketball and play. And he bet on himself. Now, he's probably going to be a lottery pick after this year, the way he's playing. But
I got a
he bet
question
on
though.
himself.
Why are they targeting my team though?
What you talking about?
Oh,
Why are they
God,
banning
ain't
my dude
targeting
from
your team.
playing? They are. Why are they banning my dude from playing and they not talking about that dude from Baylor, bro?
You talking about Bama's?
That's true.
I'm pretty sure
They
that
just-
Baylor dude's still
Yeah.
playing.
They say from
So
Bama.
why
They
are they
just
targeting
ruled.
my team?
And then Jacob told me something crazy that they're gonna grade them for March Madness on when he did not play, and I'm just like, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
like,
they're grading him they're grading our team with not on our record, but who we bring to March Madness.
that's not even.
Like what?
That doesn't even make sense.
He played 5 games.
So basically, what they're saying is they're not taking those 5 wins into
We
account.
went 3-2. We went 5 wins.
We went 3-2.
Or was
But-
it 2-3?
But
No,
so
3-2.
this is and I do have an issue because I looked it up. I do have an issue with the ruling of not letting him play because, like you said, the Baylor guy was drafted 31st overall in the NBA draft, played for FCS Barcelona team in the Europe, and then joined Baylor in December 2025. Alabama's guy played 2 years in the G League. The issue that they say is with him is he signed a 2-way NBA contract. Never played in the NBA. He signed a
But still
2-way
signed-
contract,
yeah,
and they said that's and they said the 2-way contract was the issue. But then you got London Johnson, who played 3 years in the G League before he enrolled in Louisville this year. You got Terry Garland, who spent 2 years in the G League before he enrolled at Santa Clara this year. You have Petrovic, whatever his name is, plays in Illinois. Was in on an internet, he was an international pro player. You got another dude from Virginia, international pro player. You got the dude from Ole Miss, 3 years internationally as a pro. You got another played internationally as a pro. You got another dude on Louisville, internationally as a pro. Texas A&M, internationally as a pro. And then there's a guy
Louisville
who
starting
played
5 just international
10
pros.
NBA games who they're trying to figure out if he can go. So we let all these guys who were international pros join the league. We let guys who spent 2-3 years in the G League join the league. But because a guy signed a 2-way contract but never stepped foot on the NBA court, he can't play. It don't make sense. That part don't make sense to me. If you just take it by one case and say, hey, he was in the G League and said he can't play, I would get it. But you let all these other guys do it. And the dude at Baylor, the dude for Baylor joined in December too, so you can't even say he joined too late. He did exactly what the Alabama guy's trying to do. It don't make no sense.
It's college is becoming a joke with these rules and these regulations and letting these pros come back and letting these kids have 17 years of. I mean, next thing you know, you're going to see a 30-year-old quarterback in college sitting there on his 8th national title because he's trying to do the Tom Brady of college football or something like that. Hold up. And a crime, baby. I have to cut that part out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just doing this back and forth stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy. It just doesn't make sense. Like I get it to a certain extent, but it doesn't make sense when you let all these other guys play already. Why you just didn't go ahead and let him play? Like
Yeah.
it really doesn't make sense. And the international pros, I don't get how they're not considered pros. They were international pros, and even the other. And it would be one thing if you didn't have other G leaguers there.
Yeah.
You had a guy play 3 years in the G League before you let him go to Louisville. 3 years in the G League. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie.
So I don't know, but college basketball is starting to heat up. I mean, that was a
Y'all see
great
our
game.
brackets?
LSU women, yeah,
Oh,
LSU
LSU
women
South Carolina
versus
last
South
night.
Carolina this week.
Woo, what a game!
That
What a
you want
game!
to talk about to the wire? Two
Hey.
elite teams that I think are going to make a good run in there.
Tess
UConn
Johnson.
women right now.
Tess Johnson, South
Yeah,
Carolina. If you don't know, if you want to watch someone who's coming up in the league for WNBA, Tess Johnson for South Carolina. Hey, that girl can ball now.
Yeah, UConn women right now
Yeah.
look like they could possibly repeat. They
Hey,
playing the
Ozzy.
truth. Like it. They got some serious people, so it's gonna be fun. What's up?
Spring baseball about to start back up. About to
Go
start
ahead.
up
Let's go,
on the
Dodgers.
20th.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, dude. Y'all got a team for baseball yet? Or I know Jamie, you're a Braves fan. John, I think
White
you're a
Sox.
Braves fan, right?
Big White Sox.
White Sox is on
He's
the
got
way.
a hat
Sox.
on.
Oh, my bad. White Sox.
Remember Temple?
And you're a
Temple Rays.
you're a Dodgers fan?
Temple
Rays.
Rays.
My bad. Rays / Dodgers whenever they win. And I'm a Pirates fan. So I'm excited. We signed Azuna. I don't know. Somebody I forgot his name right now.
I don't know why you excited. Paul Skeem about to be on the Dodgers in the next 2 years. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all ain't gonna sign him.
If that happens, I swear.
I promise you it's gonna happen.
Salary cap.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'll get let that go.
Talking about basketball, what do y'all think about the people in the new NBA? They want to get rid of the draft. People like giving like ways to
wait. That okay? Are you talking about how they're supposed to be drafting? Is that what you're talking about?
No, he's talking about Buddy's comment saying fix the tanking.
Yes,
You're talking about Buddy's comments. He said
here. Let's have hold up here. Easy.
But I do have a question about. We could talk about expansion.
Let's go each person's. What do y'all think is a way to fix the draft, the tanking in the NBA?
Okay.
Go first.
Get rid of lottery.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I won't say get rid of lottery, but if it truly feels like a team is taking, you almost got to punish them. Like, hey, instead of the first pick,
yeah.
No, instead of the first pick, we'll give you a top 10. But if we truly think you're tanking, which everybody can see tanking, if we see the tanking, hey, you're gonna get a top 10 pick, but you're locked out of the top 3.
Okay, at that point, James, are you betting?
Yeah.
Are you gambling?
What you can do?
They just find 2 teams.
I heard a good thing. If you're one of the teams that are in the race for like the number 1 pick, at the end of the season, you have to win so many games to get your percentage higher.
2 things.
So it cancels out you trying to tank. You trying to win it.
I like that. I would either do a tournament at the end of the season, like you have the final
bottom 4 tournament.
Then when you're going through the first few rounds, the first few rounds don't bring a lot of attention as much as they, would want. And during that first round, hey, the 4 worst teams, y'all gonna battle it out. And that's the 4 spots. If you lose, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. I mean, that's right. Or someone suggested, I can't give credit because I can't remember who suggested this, but someone suggested, what if you do, if you're a top 3 pick this year, next year you can't be. Next year you're not even in. You cannot be in the top 3. If you're a top 3 pick, you cannot be a top 3 pick next year if you take even if you're the worst team of the worst. You cannot get in those. You cannot get one of those spots. It's already guaranteed. You're not getting.
How can you truly rebuild?
What if you truly ask? You just
what if you're just really that bad?
Then that's more of a you got to look inside your team type scenario, because if you're that ass 2 years in a row, then that's a problem. That's a problem.
I've also heard everybody has a flat percentage in the lottery. There's no more like too. You have a higher percent. You just have a flat percentage, and you better hope you win.
Everybody in the lottery has,
and it's everybody, not just the low teams. Even like the Lakers will have the same amount of percentages you get against.
I agree. I could agree to that. Everybody in the top 15 gets even playing field. There is no you get 30%, you get 20%, you get 15, you get 2. It's everybody gets the same amount. Just put 15 of them in there, and then just
I'm sorry,
like that.
Whoever suggested to get rid of the draft, no, you can't get rid of the draft. That's just.
But yeah,
delusion.
Yeah, no, for sure. Anything else y'all want to get into before we wrap it up?
Good.
Raptors going to the finals.
Steelers
going to the Super Bowl next year. Pirates going to the World Series, and the Penguins going to win the Stanley Cup.
I
do got one question to leave us on, and I want to talk about it next week.
Okay.
Do y'all think the NBA is actually expanding the 2 teams? Y'all think they're going to officially announce it?
Yes.
Hey, I'm calling it now. They're going to let LeBron own the team. He's going to retire, and they're going to let him own the team.
Yes, he's already talking about owning the Vegas team. So once LeBron retires, they're going to do that Vegas team. He's going to be an owner of the Vegas team.
You have to. He had money that man got. You have to.
He's easily going
to.
You
ain't got to.
Yeah, you ain't got to. But it would.
What do y'all think about the 2 hot? What do y'all think about the 2 hot locations right now?
Vegas and
Seattle and Vegas.
I mean, Seattle. I can see why you're bringing back to Seattle.
I got a question. Whoa! I got a question though. If Seattle goes back, and are they going to be the Seattle Supersonics again?
I feel like.
And then I have a question. If they become the Seattle Supersonics, do they take OKC's old?
There's all OKC.
They take OKC's old stuff?
Technically, I think if you look it up right now, I think they don't credit the Thunder until last year, obviously. Thunder with the championship. So I think it would just go back to the Seattle Sonics, get that old history, and then OKC now has enough history that they don't need the Seattle Sonics history to have that grandstand of like, oh, look at us. So I think.
But I do want to dig into. I do want to dig into that a little bit next week because somebody made a point that I was kind of interested in, and I want to kind of leave this for us to discuss next week and kind of see what people say too, if we want to throw it on the comments. But should the NBA be focusing on expansion right now when the East has so many teams that are just not playing good basketball? I mean, look at Charlotte. Look at
but you still have the Knicks and stuff, don't it? I mean, the Knicks.
No, I'm not talking about your top of the. Or let's not even just say the East. So should the NBA focus on expansion when you have some of these bottom tier teams on both sides that are playing such horrible basketball?
Okay.
Should we be focusing on expansion, or should we be trying to figure out why they are playing so bad?
But with the expansion, it brings out it spreads out the talent.
But what can NBA do to make sure Charlotte is better?
Yeah, that's one thing. It goes back to the whole NFL thing of what y'all were talking about.
It has nothing to do with it.
It goes back to the whole NFL thing. It's the ownership thing. If your ownership sucks, you're never going to be good. Let's just be real.
The last time we had an expansion, it really watered down the league. That's the reason Michael Jordan got as many titles as he did.
Let's wrap this up because this nonsense that's not being talked. Let's wrap this up.
Y'all might call me crazy. I think with new expansions, I don't think there should be owners anymore.
Who's going to pay them, Jacob?
I think it should be like the Green Bay Packers. It should be owned by the people.
But who's going to bankroll it, though, Jacob? Bankroll it. Where's the money coming from?
I mean, the Green Bay Packers got a governor.
The Green Bay Packers are a publicly traded team.
Yeah,
I know that.
You literally can go buy a stake in the Green Bay Packers right now. Like, I'm not joking with you.
Yeah,
I get that, but
I don't know.
Isn't the whole thing about why the public has to build their stadiums? They have to do this. It brings jobs and business and growth into the city.
Green Bay's always
let it be owned by the people.
Green Bay's always relevant, so it's because they do get pressure. It's like y'all got to be relevant, or we're not going to keep doing. Like y'all got to stay good. That's why every year Matt LaFleur was on the hot seat, which I mean he wasn't doing crap anyway. But
think about it. Think about if the Jets were owned by the people. Do you think they'll be that bad? No.
If the Jets were owned by anybody,
they're in New Jersey. They're in New Jersey, bro. Y'all gotta know the difference between New Jersey and New York. That's why. That's literally why.
If the
Okay,
Jets,
I still think it wouldn't be
No,
that bad if they
no,
were owned
no,
by
no.
if they were owned
If-
by New Jersey.
if the
People in New
Jets were
Jersey.
owned by any other family than the family that owns them right now, they'll be decent. That's not. If you know this
Yes.
family, and I only know them through the Pat McAfee show, but if you've seen what this family does, it's insane. Like the little boy, the 15-year-old boy went in there while the coach, after they won their first game. I think when Robert Saleh was the coach, he went in there after their first game and he gave the speech because he's the Suns owner and he felt like he was really real rah, and he went in there and
He
gave
was
the
the
speech
reason they
and
got
gave out the
Aaron
game
Rodgers.
balls. Like, it's the owner. That's the problem with the Jets. It's the owner and his family. Like, that's the only problem. I can't think of his name. Is it Woody Harrison? It's something weird. He's a terrible owner.
It's
though.
Woody Allen. No,
Yeah,
not Woody
it's
Allen.
something
What was it
weird.
called?
No, don't say Woody Allen. Hey, you trying
That
to get
dude's
this
a
thing
little
caught
weird.
up in some of the
Whoa,
files. Like,
whoa.
don't push in that.
My bad.
Allegedly, Woody. God,
Anyway.
dog.
His name's Woody Johnson.
Yes, Johnson.
Woody Johnson.
Yes,
Okay.
I knew it was Woody
Oh,
something,
Woody.
but
Too many Woodies.
that family's just not a good family. I mean, he cries all the time to his friends about his team sucks, but it's because of you, dog.
But think about how many owners like you feel that you've seen in just not in NFL, just across all sports that you can obviously tell they don't care.
Oh,
They-
a lot.
Pittsburgh.
They-
Not mine.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
You know what? I'm not gonna say not my owner.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Pirates.
I thought you were talking about the Steelers. Yes, I do agree. Man,
Pittsburgh
I want him
Pirates.
to sell the team. I
Oh,
want him to sell
Pittsburgh
the
Pirates.
team.
Yeah,
He
I
cares
want him to sell the
nothing
team.
about his team.
Zero.
he literally don't
Zero.
He
care.
cares nothing about his team.
We trade
Just
away
money.
everybody. Every time we get someone good, we trade them away. Or they're like, okay, let's go. We're going in for a contract here, and we don't want to pay them. Like, what are we doing? Like, never mind. I'm not getting into it.
I guess.
But anyway, anybody, anything else y'all want to get off your chest since we
Nah.
said that 10 minutes ago?
How about that? Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what y'all want to hear us talk about, and we'll be back.
Who's this?